All right, we begin with a live look from the Dakota Magic Casino. A gorgeous sunset about to take place. We have a few clouds out to the west. You're looking at a southwesterly direction across the I-29 corridor there. Now, as we take a look this morning, there was Venus tugging the sun out of the sky and above the horizon. A beautiful start to the day, cloud-free as well, as temperatures started out in the 30s, and we were well on our way to the 70s. And we're still there in both Grand Forks, Fargo as well, Jamestown at 71, and it is 72 gorgeous degrees now in Sisseton. So we're seeing temperatures come back just a few degrees off the highs today, which tied records in Grand Forks and blasted records here in the FM area. 60s across northwest Minnesota. Wind is strongest out to the west. We have a cool front out there, and it's getting some gusts upwards of 40 miles per hour out of the west for our western counties. Right now here in the valley, we have 15-mile-per-hour winds, and it's lower than that out to the east. But expect those winds to be a challenge tonight, and a few clouds are developing along the leading edge of our cool front as it gets ready to pass. But the radar shows very quiet conditions as far as precipitation with this system goes. So a dry, cool front making its way through. I'm calling it a cool front because it will not be cold. In fact, we remain above average as we go through tomorrow, but there will be some changes. This system making landfall in the Pacific Northwest is a big one, and we'll keep our eyes on that. Have more details in the 7-day forecast about some changes in that weekend forecast. For now, though, we have those clouds drifting overhead, and the blue arrows indicate our wind speeds will be 15 to 20 miles per hour or so. Isolated gusts will be possible, upwards of 30 miles per hour. Now, as we go through the 10 o'clock hour, most of us will hold on to temperatures in the 40s and 50s, and our bank of clouds associated with the cool front will pass as we go through the overnight hours. That's going to allow for some cool temperatures up in our northern tier. Once again, along Interstate 94 and points north, we will start our day in the 30s and low 30s. Where you see Hutch's white line here, that's the freezing line. We'll be below that in northwest Minnesota. Elsewhere to the south, closer to 40 degrees to begin your Thursday, and we do warm up with temperatures in the yellows out to the west to the 60s, but the midday hour brings mainly 50s and a few clouds in our northern tier of counties. Notice a slow rise in temperatures at best up in northern Minnesota after starting out in the low 30s. The afternoon will not be as warm. We should not break records for our day. The wind does pick up in our western counties from the south, so we will have a chance at some areas out west hitting near 70 degrees tomorrow, but by and large, most of us will stay at best in the 60s and in the east to the 50s, with the south winds lasting into your evening. So a breezy and cooler Thursday with passing clouds possible. Rising from Fargo from around 40 into the 60s tomorrow, mid and upper 60s for the afternoon. Not bad. West winds and southerly winds will really gust over 25 miles per hour at times in the afternoon and evening. Cooler 50s up in central Minnesota and a lot of 60s across eastern North Dakota. A beautiful on-fire sun Jeanette shared from the Roseau area. As we take a quick peek at that 7-day planner, we are even warmer with a south wind on Friday, still 70s. We've warmed up the weekend. That system will impact the western part of the Dakotas with a chance of snow, and Montana. For us, the cold gets here next week. It'll be a slap in the face. Callie, 30s.
Yeah, it was a slap in the face. Going outside this morning, I had a jacket on. I had to take off my jacket. It was so nice out there.
Quite a swing today.
It is. Thanks, Hutch.